Yo, Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on? I'm Nemesis, and of course I've got my home dog over here, Crypto Mikkel. What's going on, people?
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing out there? Welcome. Hello again, if you've seen me earlier today. I am back for Mining After Dark.
So I would have been on there too, but work. But I was in the chat, in essence, while I was at work, slaving away.
I felt you in spirit.
While I was slaving away.
It's okay.
So what's going on, everybody out there? We got Crypto Mining Lifer. Yo.
What's up, buddy?
Last piece to the puzzle. Time to get a beer. Yes. Make sure that your thirst is quenched.
Yeah, you do round two. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, Crypto Mining Lifer, man. What's up, buddy? You got your work cut out for you. You got to go get savage next Sunday. That'll be interesting.
And now it's going to be a breakdown and a reassemble, right?
Right. So now I got to tear it apart and reassemble it.
I might be willing to, if anybody needs more people involved, unless you're going to do just a 2-off.
It's just them two. It's
just them two?
Because they were the both winners of round one and round two. And then whoever wins that gets to choose their charity of choice and who gets all the donations. We've raised well over $1,000 now.
Yeah, I know.
Like well over.
And did I read the chat right?
What?
That one person was like, can he donate 5 BTC?
He said,
or did it
BTC,
supposed to be 0.5?
And he meant $5 of BTC. Because it was like a few minutes later, you'd seen the chat roll through.
See, I was at work, so I really couldn't see it.
No, I meant $5 of BTC, and he had like the monkey with the covering his face. I was like, oh wow. But yeah, $5 of BTC is what he was going for. But yeah.
Man, that would have been so baller. Our first charity event, we raised $40 million or $40,000 on our first charity event. It's like, oh my god!
Right. I mean, still, as it sits, over, I think it's a little over 1,200. I think is what we raised so far total.
Nice.
So I think that's great. It's going to be for a great cause. Whoever seems to be the going consensus between the contestants seems to be the water project. That seems to be the going one. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen. That's for sure. Oh man, but there's going to be more. There's going to be more. We were talking a little bit about it today, and there's going to be more contests. Don't everybody worry. There'll be more. And they'll all be for charity too. Like, we'll do all of them for charity because it's fun. It's good for everybody too.
All right. Especially with all these crazy times.
You can't lose when you do it for charity.
No.
Because it depends who's drinking. Yeah. I think the going consistency right now is a poker tournament. Because that one would be easy to do because there's plenty of online poker. Especially in Bitcoin too, that you can do, and all be like in a room together and like a private poker game.
Yep.
So there's plenty of ways to do that one. That would be really easy. Yashnik said he's in. Yeah, a lot of people are in on that one. That's for sure. That one would be pretty fun. The overclocked wars. Hash drags.
Right. But if we're gonna do hash drags, we gotta sit there and are we gonna be doing liquid nitrogen, dry ice with alcohol?
I think for the charity event, I think that was just gonna be like normal overclocking. You get like a basic GPU, and see who can overclock it the best. That one would be harder to baseline because silicon lottery.
Right.
You know, someone could like buy a brand new GPU and it be, you know, the lottery winner, and just out of the box hash is better. But not all the time does that mean that it will overclock better. Sometimes the other one. Sometimes it doesn't mean that. You know, sometimes they'll hash better out of the box, but not do so great at overclock. You know, graphic card depending. When it comes to mining, it seems. Texas Hold'em, yeah. It's easy but hard to organize. Yeah, the Veta frame competition, that was hard to organize.
Yeah.
If it's, I don't think it'd be any harder than that, for sure. But yeah, well, we're looking into all those to see what we can do. It'd be fun.
Right. For
It'd be
sure.
fun for show. I know that for show. But anyway, that's here. Thank you earlier if y'all donated. Greatly appreciate it.
Right.
It'll go
Everyone
to a
did.
great cause. I promise. As well as y'all need to make sure to join next Friday, because there will be a giveaway next Friday as well for Sweater Jar. This is rated FA for fucking awesome.
Oh.
Drop the back. Marker drop. So
You know what's not fucking awesome?
Whoa.
You wanna know what's not fucking awesome? Fucking awesome. Not fucking awesome. How's that?
It's great.
Awesome. So, y'all know that me and this man both have FPGAs, and we have both water blocked them. We both have two different styles of water blocks, where he's got a separate reservoir, and I've got one that's attached to my D5 pump. Both methods are great options to be using, but each one you got to be careful of, because, well, these tubes are basically plastic. And
Not basically. They are.
yeah,
Cheap. Chinese plastic.
So this is the tube that's from Dymastech. It has an inherent flaw for two things. One, it's so small, so when you go to mount it, it's really hard to grab the tube to kind of tighten the cap down so that you don't accidentally tighten the whole tube down with it. And what I mean by that, if you guys can see that, you can see like the little hairline fractures in the thread. So every time I put the lid on to turn it on to burp the system, it was in essence because I couldn't grab the tube, turning it just ever so slightly. And then over time, whenever this plastic got warmed up on a warmer day outside, it basically fractured because the plastic expanded a little bit, which anything that gets warm thermally expands. It fractured itself under pressure. And I come in one day, and there's fluid in there, but nothing in the reservoir, but the pump's still pumping fluid. I was like, wow, this is a unique little magic trick you're doing here. How is everything not burnt up on me right now? So I go to put fluid in there, and then I realize it's just kind of dribbling back out, and then I look at it, and I'm like, oh my God. So I turned it around the other way, still leaking, of course, right? So now I've got a tube that's much longer on there that I can actually grab onto because it's away from the T2 Veta frame. It goes more into the handle section, so I can hold on to it when I go to tighten it down. And I'm not tightening the thing that tights. I really am not. There's no gorilla hands. It's 2 fingers. Pink. And yeah. But if you can't hold on to the structure to stop it from just locking and wrenching in, that's a problem. But this is also a same setup that you'll see on other like normal PC miners too. I mean, or just normal PC rigs, whenever they have the tube and the pump all built in one, you've got to kind of be careful when you're locking that lid in. This is my first water block custom water loop system, so my first casualty.
Right. It happens.
Right. At least I caught everything before it burnt up the BCU 1525s. And I was, and thank God I had some more of that mod water from Mod My Mods, and I basically flipped the tube around, filled it up, and ordered up a bigger tube, and got that the other day. I'm like, oh, thank God.
And if yours is an all-in-one setup,
right?
Your pump and reservoir together.
Correct.
Mine is not.
Right. But even in your setup, like if you were to lock your basin, you would come across the same issue. Mm-hmm. Or just trying to tighten them both down.
Both my ends moved, like both of them moved. So whenever I was tightening mine down, I had to make sure the other one was good and hold the middle and tighten the other down.
Right.
But luckily, my reservoir was long enough that I had full
right
spot to grab on.
I mean, this I couldn't grab it while it was actually mounted.
It's like
so wimpy. At least the other one comes up, a good 3 inches above my hand now. So it's like and it goes into the handle section a little bit better. So orientation was just really bad. Poor design setup that. I mean, if I would have sat there and actually mounted this like a normal PC, I would still have the same issue. Just because the way that the mounts are is like you're a quarter inch away from a back plate.
Correct.
Rabble.
Oh, what's this?
Of course.
There's that reminder that you forgot to turn off.
One of the things, all this technology around me.
I love it. But yeah, so that's kind of a bummer. But glad it's all fixed and nothing was detrimental or leaked onto the DCU or anything like that. Luckily, the fluid that we use is non-conductive, so that way if something was to hit it, it wouldn't catch on fire, but still cause problems.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Because every time that phone.
Yeah, I know. I keep forgetting. I'm like, oh, I did this, I made sure this is off, and then don't.
Since the phone mistake should be swear jar worthy. That's a good one. Let's see. I had some cool stuff to show you guys today, but I got to find it. Boom, boom, chicka boom. What? It was right here. Where'd it go? Oh, they released more articles. I had it saved. What I thought anyway. Alright, so. Y'all ready to dig right into this one? This one's kind of an interesting an interesting one. Y'all ready for this?
Demonetized.
Hopefully not.
Oh, dude, that would be dope, dude. Techman's like, I want to do a solid copper loop. Oh, that'd be copper tubing, copper water blocks. Oh.
All copper, all things. All
right. The only thing that I will give you a forewarning on is make sure that you are not using a liquid metal thermal paste with pure copper. Liquid metal actually will start etching the copper. That's why you see the copper cold plates, they have the nickel plating put onto them, so that you can put the liquid metal on there, and it's not going to destroy your heat plate.
GPU Jesus and spoken. Man. So, I seen this, and what got me giddy was it doesn't say 3080.
I know.
This says 3090.
I know. I saw that.
I was like, what?
Yep. So the 3080 and the 3090, the leaks have been confirmed.
Yep, and this is showing you the TDP or TGP of
the target point of the on the high side. Now that is
what you should pull
with a
like
grain of
wattage.
No, well, it's even with a grain of salt too. I mean, it depends on how they're measuring the power off on that.
There we go.
And TechMan's like too much power. Now, not necessarily. So if you think about it, the Vegas,
someone getting fired.
like like the Vegas, like the Vegas 64, they had a target point of 300 watts. You were able to run them at 110, 130. I mean 210, 230 watts. I'm figuring that this is going to be the same thing, because even my 1080 Ti's, they are rated at running like 290 watts, and
right.
I'm running them under 200 watts.
For sure. Yeah, just the rush. So yeah, so
GPU Russiagate.
So with the RTX 2080 Ti, which right now is the best consumer grade graphics card that you can like really get, minus like the Titans and stuff like that. But that's like not really fun. Like people don't run Titans for gaming, so they just don't. Maybe, but comparing it to the most common, which is 2080 Ti, they're pushing down like 200, which they put down like 260 watts.
Right.
On some variants. So going down with the 350 watt of this GPU compared to like a 260 watt, it's going to be something different, that's for sure. TechMan doesn't like the fan design. I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie. I want one, yeah. Shinx said I want one, yeah. I do too. I like the fan design. I think it's kind of cool. But what I find interesting is this right here. So they gave us this layout. Now, granted, take some of the stuff with a grain of salt. We don't know everything, but it's confirmed from Igor, so it's pretty reliable source. So the heat sink right here, you see.
Yo, what's up, Savage?
Heat sink. What's up, Savage? Welcome, buddy. You can see right here the copper plates. They run right through there. So you're gonna have the main chip here. I'm assuming here will be your VRAM on the purple areas. All this by inductors maybe. But still,
no idea.
No idea. Like, so it's gonna be interesting. I'll tell you right here. So explains the heat sink that we've seen in leaks earlier, because you would need absolutely a mammoth cooling solution to tame this beast. It would appear that NVIDIA is planning to go out all guns blazing with a chip that is designed to run extremely fast and output a ton of heat. Jensen is clearly missing his record quarters for this showing. So complete breakdown of the wattages. That's complete breakdown. 24. Look at that right there.
24 gigs of memory.
24 gigabytes.
He's throwing down. He is absolutely throwing down.
Nuts. So 60 watts you're gonna pull there. MOSFET inductor caps, GP for the GPU voltage. You're pushing down
Hey,
26 watts.
they're getting Nvidia's getting sued over the mining sector, and right now Nvidia's having an issue with mining Ethereum. So would this fix their Ethereum problem, having all that extra VRAM?
Yeah. Gashing says typo? I have no idea, man.
Now leaks,
that's a lot.
you gotta sit there and also take a look at the leaks and know
Always
that
take
this
leaves
is
with a grain of salt.
yeah.
Always.
It's not
Like-
that it's written in stone. I'm sure that they probably will have a. I mean, some of the skewings, the skews that have been patented, because I do watch a lot of that stuff. It does look like the 3080 Ti and for the 3090 is going to be a Titan variant.
Yep.
But I mean, if they're looking at the 3090 as being for data centers, yes, you will see it with I believe with probably a 16 and a 24 setup on there.
Oh. No, he said that was for my own post. Carry on. Okay.
But yeah, I'm definitely looking at the 3080 Ti or a Super, depending on how they're gonna.
That's crazy. So 3070, 3070 Ti and Super, 3080, 3080 Ti and Super, and 3090
Yep.
slash Titan. Interesting.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be an interesting one. I want to see what. I mean,
Kinda
they gotta do.
kinda
They
wanna
gotta do something.
pull one apart. I want to look at the PCB really badly.
Oh, dude, yes, that'd be great. Do it, Savage. By all means, let me know what you need to like else work at. Like, I'll help you out.
Nice.
But yeah, so that nonetheless, that's pretty awesome stuff right there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really interested to see what's going to happen. Interested to see how this is going to help out for Nvidia, because AMD is kind of getting a lot of the shine right now, mainly because of consoles, and all of the consoles will be running.
But that's not where they get their money from. That's what their lawsuit's over. Their lawsuit is from them sitting there lying to their stock shareholders, saying that they were getting majority of their revenue from the gaming market, when in realization that the majority of their gains came from us miners. They were selling it directly to us. And now they're getting in trouble for it, and now they're gonna sit there and lay out some Mac daddies. They're like, AMD, you might have just kicked Intel. We're cool with that. That's not what we do. But graphic cards are ours.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I did see this the other day, which I thought was pretty cool.
I just hope that it's not going to be. Oh yeah, the
going
zero waste. Oh yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I don't know. I like that. I like seeing that.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
I'd love to see if it's actually zero waste or not.
Right. The only thing that I worry is like, okay, now we're putting in some, impurities back in there potentially if they're doing it in-house themselves, melting everything back down, or are they just straight up just recycling?
Right. I agree. It'll be interesting to see. I'm interested in seeing what's going to come of it.
Right.
Hold on, you're going to have to add a clip. Hold on.
Oh no! Yep. Gotta love that dad life. So, in other things, and I know my man over here is like not into ASICs. For anybody that likes ASICs, and if you guys like ordering them from Bitmain, I know I've ordered quite a few myself from Bitmain. it looks like they are going through a major in-house squabble. So what ends up happening is Makris had basically got booted out of the way by Jinhan, and it's kind of like just like a really funny in-house squabble. So the original CEOs dethroned the new CEO, who was also one of their chip manufacturer, designers or something, like a top-level designer, turned into the CEO. And now both of them are fighting back and forth privately, because I'm sure there's contracts and stuff like that, and I'm sure with the ability of what Makris has been able to do, there's probably he's got a little bit of authority still left due to contracts, but he's laid out a new one. So anybody who's ordered anything from Bitmain, be prepared to not receive it anytime soon. Looks like the squabble has gotten bad enough that Makris has basically ordered a stop shipment coming out of the factory, so they can no longer ship anything out anywhere. It's basically, I'm sure this is going to be something that's going to affect until they figure out legally what needs to go on with in-house, with who actually has ownership of the company, who actually
Talking about Bitmain?
Yeah.
Kind of had a guess.
Right.
Talking about real ownership of the company. I think it sounds like a Bitmain problem.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I don't know if you're how much you've actually. I know you're not into the ASICs and stuff like that yourself, but Makris has basically put a stop shipment on Bitmain.
Right. I'd seen a little bit about that. I just didn't know how much of it was like actually true.
Yeah. It's they've been in-house fighting since the original CEOs came back and was like, "Oh, you're done, out." You can't do that when you're under contract.
Was there anything else ever come of them running in with guns and everything?
Basically, they were no. That was like a private police that came in there.
Yeah, because I know it was like hired security.
Right. So basically, Makris basically put his own guards in there, and now he's basically stopped them from being able to ship anything out of their facilities. So until they figure out what they need to do, which is they're going to have to go in front of the court, and they're going to have themselves one hell of a legal battle. And and if any of the other ASIC manufacturers ever listen to us, I know they don't, but great advice right here. This is your time to take the ring. They're hurt. Man down. Be efficient. Be efficient and take over. That's some of the things that like Canon in a Silicon. We got the What's Miner M30++. It's like, yes, need more of that.
Yes, all the yes. But yeah, I see the ousted CEO finally. I see that article. So,
yeah,
that's crazy. So what's that going to do with the new Shivana miners that they are just putting out?
Womp womp. Nobody's getting
nothing. Or are they just putting out the T11 and T19?
Yeah, and nobody's going to get nothing now.
Wow. How long is the hold for? Does it say? Or is it just indefinitely?
It's from the way that it reads out. It doesn't look like there's a time frame on this.
So it's just indefinitely until the whatever is
till they legally figure out what they need to do.
Until the lawsuits happen and things start happening.
Oh yeah. For the most part, I'm like kind of.
Wow. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. None of the articles really show
They don't really tell you like a time frame. They just
No,
say
I
on
think it's that
Tuesday.
they're gonna be bringing it to court. Basically, that's what's gonna end up happening.
Well, you know, it'll get real legal, and you know.
And usually when you see stuff at the top level like this,
Dude, for real, though.
it usually
I
rips
agree.
a
Last
company
piece of puzzle.
apart.
Last piece of the GPU prices are crazy right now. Dude.
Oh yeah.
They're at least like most of the GPUs that I was like looking at, like that I like watched just because I want to watch the videos, like the price of them.
You know what I smell?
$40+ more.
You know what I smell? Bull market. That's usually what happens in bull markets. All the prices come like skyrocketing up. Or there's one other thing that'll cause this that a lot of people don't realize either, that's been going on in the background of all of this garbage that's been happening in the world. They've been printing money
What?
like crazy.
They would not.
So, at some point in time, that printed money, you're going to start seeing it in the market, and it's going to cause inflation. Oh. The government might not be stealing from you, going, like a robber holding a gun to your head. You're like, yeah, that guy just robbed me. They're not even doing that. They don't go to your bank and tell them just empty the account into ours. Thank you. They don't even do that. No. They just print digitally a few more zeros, and they thieve it from the world.
Add a zero.
And they thieve it from the world. So yeah.
Do you feel disgusted?
Oh yeah. I feel disgusted.
Oh, panda.
Oh, panda.
Panda morning star. Oh. I'll probably get it monetized. I do much more than that.
Right.
But yeah, so I don't know. It'll be interesting. It sucks, that's for sure.
Yeah. So
hurts the people that are looking at ROIs and stuff like that, who like want to like buy more hardware right now, but want to watch the ROI and don't want to add extra $40 more. That adds up.
Oh yeah.
Once you get to a certain amount of GPUs, like at that point, like you're paying for an extra GPU that you're not getting. You know what I mean? So Matt, like think about that. Like you buy enough now, like you're gonna end up paying enough eventually that you could have gotten another GPU for the price of one. So.
Right. And people can't really necessarily blame
ROI,
the miners.
Right? Who gives a fuck about an ROI?
Oh.
Yeah. On the real though. Shinik Diesel says return on an investment. He knows what an ROI is. Oh, that's funny.
He's educated.
ROI is that robot. Yeah. It's all a trick. It's a trick.
Right, dirty trick.
Look over here. Oh yeah. But what I also did see, so I don't know if anybody else seen the ETH miners are going to have a little choice when it comes to Ethereum 2.0 launching proof of stake. Anybody else see that?
Oh, you're talking about the you'll have
upgrades later this year.
Right, you're going to have the staking side, and then you're going to have the mining side.
Right. Yeah, so there will be a proof of work consensus algorithm still that's going around, of course, as we know this. So leaving ETH miners with very few options. So since their equipment's become obsolete, they will be forced to start mining altcoins as ETH stakers. So what is the current price of ETH mining? As the article kind of just goes on, it's just talk about the proof of work algorithm and how they are pretty much abandoning it once they fully move to proof of stake. This article that I was kind of reading that was just posted really like makes me believe that they're not going with a dual like mineable and stakeable coin anymore. Like it keeps flopping around like back and forth, like what they're going to be really doing. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen, because this article kind of states the opposite of what we've been thinking. They're going to be a little bit of both. So
yeah, they're
now,
gonna be. They're talking about being like a hybrid system.
No, he's saying they're not going. Yeah, they're not going hybrid, but they're going with like a 2-stage.
Right. It's almost like a hybrid. Almost.
Yeah, they're gonna fully.
It's 2 chains.
Yeah.
And the problem that I have with staking, and it's because it's not a fully developed product on their end, and it's very obvious, is that once you put your Ethereum into the staking side, it is essentially locked in the ecosystem, completely locked. You can't send it out to an exchange and get money out of the deal if you need to sit there and like, oh my god, I got to pay for an electric bill, or this came up. Nope, it's stuck.
Sure. Red says, he says, I'm gonna say E is copying A on end of story. Grid says only the whales will make money. That's not true. I mean, in a sense,
the whales
yes,
will just
you need to be able to hold what, 32 ETH.
Yeah, 32 ETH.
So I mean, you would have to be able to hold that much. So that would, I guess, make you a whale of sorts, but not a big enough whale.
The difference between in crypto with you versus a whale, and everybody kind of hyper focus, and people hyper focus on this a lot, and people need to kind of pull back just a little bit. Just because if you make a similar trade as a whale, and you're like, oh my god, that whale just made $1 million, and I only made $100, your percentage of win is the same as his. And the only difference was how much you put in the pot versus him.
Depends on the staking technique. He says, so wait, can you sell the coins that you get, or can you stake the coins? What? Sorry, when you stake coins, you get more coins, right?
Correct.
Yes. He goes, so can't you sell the coins you get from staking? Yes, you can. Depending on the platform or coin, because some coins get like quote unquote locked. Some coins do, some coins don't. It just really depends on the coin itself. I know Red Coin doesn't it doesn't lock your coins. You can freely move them in and out as you want.
And their staking is weird too. So like if your miner goes off,
true Savage. That's a good point. So they'll be staking. There will be sharing platforms. So if you only have 10, you can join with others that have. So that way you all have a stake. Now, of course, you're relying on a third party to hold your ETH. So remember that.
Yes.
Everybody. Not saying that they would like bail out on you, but yeah.
Right. Be sure what you do. Do research.
Show.
Yeah, Nick's like, oh, in a couple of years.
Yeah, 2023. Maybe. That'd make sense. Maybe. Who knows? It's Ethereum. They kind of do whatever they want.
All right, they're probably gonna break something. We're gonna see how broken this system was and why they've delayed launching this for so long.
Says we'll have RX 7800s by then. Oh yeah. And the GTX 5000 series.
Right.
Aeon is doing it right though. Yeah, I mean, I like what Aeon is doing. Not gonna lie. And they've been working on it, so that's better than most projects. Most projects don't work on nothing. At least they do something. So.
Techman's like,
Nice.
all this fancy. I'm still rocking a 1050 Ti.
Yo, I still got 1050 Ti, bro.
Man, I still rock my GTX 550 Ti. Boom.
I got my 1080. I got my 1050 Ti rocking out on the rig. It's my Aetherium Classic. So.
I mean, I'm rocking out like a 13-year-old GPU on the FPGA rig. It doesn't need anything fancy.
No, it doesn't. It's pulling video.
Yeah.
That's it. It's like why mine's my coin mine GPU because it sucks everything else otherwise. So I was like, just pull video.
It rocks a whole whopping 1 GB of GDDR3.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh. I gained many years on that thing. I'm surprised it survived the heat.
Muscles. Yeah, I agree. Those things are legit. Red Panda says, I miss my 1050s, but I gave them away. Sad face. It's okay. They're still great cards. I mean, luckily, everything I run is either like on a like OS, so like Rave or Hive right now, or SMOS, stuff like that. So you do that, and if you're gonna mine Ethereum Classic, you can do that because the Linux doesn't do what Windows does and utilize all your VRAM. So, granted, I still get to mine it for a little bit longer, just a wee bit. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen. I hope everybody's like stacking out. Like if you're an Ethereum miner, I hope you're stacking it up.
Last piece to the puzzle. All I know is Sega 16.
Wow.
Sega. Copyright
Classic.
band. Oh yeah.
For sure.
The first game console I ever played was the Commodore 64.
Wow.
OG, triple OG.
Showing your age there.
Just a little bit. And dude, even that
Just
console,
a wee bit.
even that console's like a little older than I am. It was just something that that was in my grandparents' house, and I'm like, oh, what's this? Oh, this is kind of cool. My favorite game on there was NHL hockey. It was a stick figure game.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was stick figure.
Savage Mind says a TI 99A here.
Oh wow.
That's for Savage. Then Crypto My Lifer says Atari. Crypto My Lifer says he had a TI 99.4A. I never had that. I'm gonna.
That's like 90. That's 90s there, man. The 90s called. They want their equipment back. Tech Man's like cassette tapes. No. 8-track,
what in
dude.
the world?
It's all about 8-track, man.
That is crazy. Yeah, what? It's a home computer. I've never seen this before. World is the sorcery.
Oh my god, yes. Game Genie. Oh. And if you had the original Sega,
16-bit processor.
right? If you got the original Sega, you would get the 32-bit module, and then you'd get the little Game Genie head unit on there, so that the game thing now with the cartridge is like a 1.5 foot tall tripping hazard in the middle of your room.
Dang. Wow.
And I remember my folks, because they owned an electronic repair shop back in the day. When
It was mine too,
Laserdisc,
Panda.
when Laserdisc. Does anybody in this chat know what Laserdisc is? Do you even know what Laserdisc is?
My first console was a Sega Genesis.
No, Laserdisc was before CD. It was like the size of a vinyl album, and it was a Laserdisc. The size of a vinyl, dude. I mean, you would have like National Geographics is the one that my mom had on there. I'm like, what in the world? And like the next year, CD came out and just like dominated it. It's like, no. That's
I do remember a period of time where they had like those micro CDs, and they were like,
oh yes.
I remember seeing that there was like some computer games that came out, and they were on micro CDs. And
Yep.
you're like, what is this? And they tried to make it a thing, but it never became a thing.
Haha, Red Panda's like, I watched Jurassic Park on Laserdisc.
My dad was hardcore into Laserdisc.
That's
Freaking
awesome.
karaoke.
That is awesome. You should like vlog your dad's Laserdisc collection.
That's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I have to flip it to watch the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, it's like a giant vinyl disc, dude. Like, oh my god, the thing is huge.
Techman says people collect those now.
I know. That's almost going to be as that's almost going to be as collectible as Blu-ray.
Red Panda says I'll find them.
Do it.
Panda says I'm pretty sure he broke a couple Laserdiscs when he was a kid. Unknown Crypto says he still has his Star Fox game. That's legit, dude.
Yes.
I love Star Fox.
Man, somewhere somewhere between it's at my mom's somewhere, but the original Contra, Contra, oh
Yeah.
amazing, Super Contra, oh
Classics. I love
Zelda with the gold cartridge.
Ooh, those are the good ones, man. Gold cartridges.
Oh yeah. The PS1
yeah.
Duke Nukem, yes.
I used to I played the crap out of Duke Nukem on PC.
Vitamins.
Crappiness.
Oh come on, that was like the funniest thing. You'd see him like take like health, and there were like a handful of pills. He's like, vitamins. It's like, oh my god, game sold, yes.
Oh man, classic. That was a good game. Old Duke Nukem.
Right.
Hey, buddy.
But you know what you can't do on those older games that you can do on some newer games? Earn crypto. Oh yeah. Like that Bitcoin bounty hunter game. No shill. I just like the idea that I could sit there and say, I earn crypto while playing games. Life hack.
What a bummer. Techman says he has Zelda on a gold cartridge, but the battery is dead, so it doesn't save. That's a bummer.
Oh, open that bad boy up and replace the battery.
Red Panda says we're going up in years. My PC beginnings were ICQ and Quake. It was the Railgun Clan matches. Man. Whew. That's crazy. Taking me back, man. Old nostalgia.
Right. Or
Just may do that one day. Yeah, I mean, it's worth it. It would save it.
I'm trying to remember the one game that.
DOS. Oh wow.
Oh god.
Having
There's so many. There's a few
DOS
games that I've got are like gems.
Wow, Alex Tree says having an entire PC built for DOS and DOS gaming. Because there's stuff a good amount of old games like Duke Nukem, Commander Keen. He goes and he's got that Win 3.1. Man, dude, man, Duke Nukem. That was the shit. Not gonna lie, it's worth the curse word. That's the stuff, man. Yeah, it's the Duke Nukem.
Oh yeah.
Mech Warrior. Oh man, that was a good one too. Mech Warrior.
That was later on though.
Still is a good one.
Oh yeah.
It was with the joystick. Yeah. I remember when when I got my first fighter pilot joystick. Those were cool.
I actually beta tested a 3rd gen on the Mech Warriors.
Command and Conquer. Man and Conquer. Classic.
Right.
Classic. Taking me down memory lane, guys. Make me miss all the old games.
Or, oh, dude, Grand Theft Auto. The original Grand Theft Auto. It was a top-down view.
Like looking like way back up
Way up there. And you had to, you wanted to turn around, you had to flip your joystick and get him to turn around manually. It made it much easier if you had the flamethrower. This way you could see where your guy was pointed.
Man, they're saying, yes, GTA, yes. Yeah, that was good stuff, man.
Oh my god, I have the original GTA somewhere.
He says he wished he has the original OG GTA. He has GTA 2 on Dreamcast.
I have the OG on that.
Oh, Fallout, yeah. The original Fallout. That's good stuff, man. Original Fallout. You were like head over view. You were like way out. It was crazy.
No, I didn't get into the early Fallouts. I got into the later ones when they actually dropped the view down.
Like Fallout 3.
Yeah, that's kind of whenever I started. I was
like Fallout. There was like four or so Fallout games.
Right, and I'd played them on other friends' stuff, and I was like,
I know, man. He's like, I want to play all these games now.
FOMO.
Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah, she says Battlefield 2 is his favorite PC game. That's good. That's a good one.
Oh,
Dark Souls. Dark Souls is a good one.
Oh my god, I've got that somewhere.
That's a good one.
And then you guys cannot deny Gran Turismo.
3. Gran Turismo 3 was like...
I've played them from start to finish. All of them.
Classic stuff, man. Classic stuff.
Oh my god, yes.
Man, emulators for the win. That's for sure. Return of Zork. Wow.
Metroid.
Ooh, that's a good one. Metroid.
Oh yeah.
I was a big fan of Kirby. I like playing Kirby games. Yeah, it's okay. I liked it.
No.
Especially the one where you could...
Yeah, it was so bad that your microphone cut you out. Your microphone censored the world from what you had to say. It's like, no, don't do it.
Ooh, Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, that's a classic.
That's a good one. That's a good PlayStation game right there. Ratchet and Clank. I wish they'd bring that back.
God of War.
It's a good one.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge God of War fan.
Yeah, the OG Rainbow Six games. Yeah, those are good.
I never liked those because of the controls.
No, it was hard.
Yeah, I didn't. I
Way
never.
different than playing any of the other.
Yeah,
like,
I never liked their controls. And
it was
then,
hard going from one game straight to the next.
Yeah. And then it was like trying to control your little squads and stuff like that. No, I don't know what I ended up doing. You guys stay here. Don't move. And I go in there and kill everything, and then come back for them. All right, we can go through now. You're not gonna die.
I never played. No, I think I played Space Quest. I think I played one of them. I would rather play. Was it Legends of Dragoon? Legends of Dragoon. That's a good one. Because that was that's like a 3-disc game. If I'm not mistaken. 3 or 4 disc PlayStation.
Man, you're starting to show your age now. Discs on multiple discs.
Oh, I know.
Multiple discs.
PlayStation 1, man. PlayStation 1. Just like
Final Fantasy on like 6 discs, dude. You're like, what?
7 was on multiple discs too.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Leisure Suit Larry. Oh wow. Wow.
Crazy Taxi. But that was more of
yeah.
that was more of like an arcade game, but when they piped it over on the console, that was like the best drinking game ever.
Star Ocean. Star Ocean was 7 discs. Yes, it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was a good. That was a big one.
Oh, you're showing your age, Travis. One of us.
That's crazy. Dreamcast, Crazy Taxi. Because I always that's my mom.
Right.
I still have it too.
Yes.
Nice. Oh man.
Man, you can get most of these games to work on Pies.
Yeah. I mean they.
Man, your microphone is like censoring the hell out of you.
I hear it. I hear it like.
I think it's because it's trying to fight and pick up that horrible noise in the background. What is that? You gotta tell the people. I'm sure they can hear this like horrible whistling sound every so often.
I don't know. I don't think they can hear it. I think it's just you.
Sure. Man, where's Gundy's? That's bullshit button.
Yeah. I got some acorns. The corns are running.
Oh god.
They're kind of whiny.
Yeah, I think it's that your microphone's like trying to pick up those like little screaming things over there. Oh yeah. It's like having an ASIC but smaller.
Alex Trevor says I have the retro Arc Pi set up. He goes, but it isn't good for N64 games. He goes, I use my PC for those.
Yeah, PC would go pretty good because you can emulate it with a better processor. But you should check out the new Pis. I think even the Pi 3.
The Pi 8 would definitely take care of the N64 games. With the 8 gigs.
Yep.
For sure. He says using the Pi 3 model.
Oh yes.
Run with like a Pi 4 or
with
with either the 4 or the 8, and I guarantee you'll be able to run those. I would just go with if you're gonna go and buy it to upgrade, just upgrade all the way and get it for the 8. Just go for the movie and you'll be able to play everything.
Yep.
That's for sure.
No, not all the libraries.
Don't feel sad, Panda.
No,
he says nostalgic, bro. He goes, my brain is happy to access these memories, but now I feel sad. I know, because like I want to play all of them, but you can't. You can't play all of them. You can play a lot of them though.
Oh yeah.
He says I have 4 Pi 3 pluses, but only mess with one of them. You send one to me, buddy. I'll play with one.
Right. I mean, I've got some of these orange pies.
So tiny.
I know, so tiny. I think I'm gonna try it. I got told in a.
Cluster of them.
I was told that I can run I might be able to run a node on this.
Maybe.
Run a lightning node on this. I've been directed in a direction, and I'm going to go for it. It'll be interesting. I want to do it.
And it says, because games nowadays don't give you that feeling whenever, like, when you were younger. Because they're so desensitized now. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of, like, desensitized, it reminds me of, like, Resident Evil games. That was, like, my pinnacle of, like, that and Silent Hill.
Oh my
Playing the
god,
original
I
Silent Hill
loved that game. Holy cow.
Those were what the first game nightmares were made of, right? I will tell you that. Those were some, like, nightmares. You're like, huh?
Oh yeah, that's like a game you're sitting
young.
there going.
I was young when those
going,
games came
oh
out.
my god!
My brother was way older than me,
and I've got
so-
headphones on so I can hear
dude.
everything because like you had to like listen to everything that was happening, and then it had that music.
He says on my left, yes, yeah, right. Those one. I have way too many projects, not enough time and motivation.
Yeah, ain't that the truth, Tech Man?
For sure.
Or if anybody
Halo and Halo 2. Dude,
if anybody ever
non-stop.
remembers the game Hunt for Red October.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Oh,
you
yeah.
remember whenever you had like, okay, so like, remember if you ever had a PS2, right? And you had to go buy the additional adapter to slide into the back of the PS2 in order to play, like online games like EverQuest.
Oh yes.
Dude. Right there. I saw one of those for sale the other day, like on like the marketplace, and I was like, "What?" I said, "Man, I remember those days when you had to buy the extra extension to slam into the back of the PS2 to play online games." Oh,
I've got an N router for the
Playing
Xbox.
on Xbox was free.
Yeah.
Playing Xbox Live was free, basically. You could play Halo for free online.
Yep.
Then they started. Halo 2 is when they started charging.
Yep.
Halo 3 started. Halo 3 is when Xbox Live was around.
Yep.
At that point. Yeah, Halo 3 was awesome. That's good stuff, man. Man.
Throwback that night, huh?
Man. Brains exploded everywhere, just like thinking of all the games played like all night long.
Oh my god. And not one of us learned how to code one of those games.
Did anybody else have a hacked PlayStation? Anybody else?
Oh, a hacked PlayStation? Oh yeah, where we cut the lid off of, we cut the top off of it so that you can actually pull the CD out.
Hot swap discs.
Yeah, and hot swap discs because we had a pirated a startup disc for what it was looking for, and then the disc would stop for a moment, and you just swap the discs out, and it would pull up your burned copy on there.
Says I can code a wicked auto execute down bad. Oh, tech man, I love it. Man, that's good stuff. Crypto Maliver, I was making games on my TI 994A with some extended basic. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Had a hacked PS2. That was fun. Get all the games for free. Did anybody else? This maybe just me. I played like all the .hack games. I don't know if anybody else played those games. But those games were awesome. Loved them all. I'm just curious if anybody else played those. Kind of curious.
The which ones?
Dot hack. Dot hack.
No.
Period hack. Man. Those are the stuff right now. Or was. Those were good. Those were good games.
See, I was back whenever, you know, Share Bear was very popular.
Wow. Share Bear. That's a good one. I use Share Bear.
Nobody's using the OG. The OG chain of it died. And
Share.
it was the Share Bear, the original Share Bear was...
He's a bear share, not Share Bear. Yeah, bear share, Share Bear.
Yeah.
Bear share Bear. StarCraft 1, Counter-Strike, OG Counter-Strike. That's good stuff. Oof. Good old, League of Legends, man. That consumed my life. Dota. That consumed my life for years. Han. Played a lot of Han. Ooh, Counter-Strike 1.6. That's a good one, man. Man. League ruined my life. I cannot play League anymore. I have not played League in like years, and I like got so close to one day I downloaded it and I was like, oh, I'm gonna play it, and then I was like,
No, you're not.
don't you dare. Like, yeah, 10 years. Exactly, fam. 10 years of my life back.
Dude, think about all those people who what's that one game? Second Life. Is it Half-Life? The one where it's like real life but digitized.
Half-Life was cool. Half-Life and Team Fortress.
I've seen people like lose themselves in games. I mean, utterly.
Diablo. Those are good ones, man. I'm ready for the new Diablo to come out. I'm like patiently waiting.
World of Tanks. I beta tested that. I still play it to this day. That's over 10 years, dude.
Oh, so it is called Second Life.
Yeah.
There's a game called Half-Life.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
But it was Second Life. Second Life is like, like Alex.
Money from it.
Yeah, like you can go into a store on there, and you'll see what looks like to be like a picture on the wall. But if you go up on there and you click it, you'll realize you can buy the product in the picture because it's an actual store somewhere. And people sell prime real estate for millions. Like, people in China have died playing this game because, like, they forget to eat. And they stay up all night just... It's like, get out into the real world every so often. Like, I might miss something.
Oh, man, classics.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, Chinese farms working on World of Warcraft. Dude, what the heck's that guy's name from that worked with what was it? EOS.
For real.
What the heck was that guy's name?
Gold farmers, man. For real.
Yeah. One of the guys
I
from
remember buying gold off of eBay like an idiot. I sold a Diablo character on eBay before it got my eBay account.
I used to sit there with World of Warcraft. Cause like I was an early player of the game, so like gold was hard to come by a lot. And then all of a sudden you see all these farmers, and then they unleashed the cap on there, and everything that I worked on was now worthless. I was like,
Guild Wars is an old one.
yeah. Dungeons and Dragons. Man, we could pull out old school games all night long.
Be here all night.
Right?
We'll be over here.
So somebody needs to like make a game that can incorporate all those old school games and allows you to earn a small amount of cryptocurrency.
That'd be great.
Right?
Called the Quashing Token.
So,
Oh, man. That's good
anywho.
stuff.
Anybody got any other like mining stuff?
Any mining questions or anything? Because, I mean, I'm all tapped out.
Right. I'm still like
After my
baffled.
lifer said, let's make it.
I'm still baffled about the cracks
When
in
Jake
this
probably
thing.
could. I bet he could. Yeah. It's a bummer.
My carpet got soaked with coolant.
Oh man. Like the guild matches reminds me of like Fable. I mean, I never played Fable. Like on Xbox, the original Xbox.
Oh yeah.
Man. That's some good stuff right there. Either Techman, Nim's brother-in-law has a 3D printer. I know Gundy has a 3D printer.
Yeah.
I think Grits has a 3D printer too. There's a few of the people in the DCA community that have. So if you need something done, just put a shout out.
Right.
DCA general.
We just need measurements and stuff like that.
The CAD file would be probably great.
Yeah. Oh my
If
God.
you have
That
the
like
CAD file,
that like
and
cuts down the work.
you can just print it. Yeah. If Alex Shivers 5 years into Guild Wars, he said, "Oh God, Fable was lit, dude. I'm telling you." Oh man, that he has a Glock CAD file. Awesome. So send it to Nim. Have his brother-in-law make it.
It depends on what kind of plastic he's like wanting to get it made out of.
Dude, I bet Panda, because you know all of us have played some of the same games. He says I wonder if we've ever crossed paths talking about him to Alex. Dude, think about it. A lot of us probably played the same games and have probably played each other.
Oh yeah.
At least one time.
Oh yeah.
At least once. At least. It's a good possibility that we have everyone that's in this chat has played a game with or talked to someone in this chat probably before in their life.
Nemesis has been my gaming name for years. Years.
Nemesis for real, yeah, like for real. Do you remember all like the open server days, like Mumble and stuff like that? Like, dude, like open like talk servers.
Oh God.
Dude, man, whew, dangerous. Those are dangerous, man. Some bad things have been said in those chats.
Yeah.
More.
So, anywho. I know I'm getting a little hungry right now myself. I'm like looking at the time going, I kind of want to feed the beast. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, mining related,
Now's your chance.
Right.
Before we hop up here.
Man,
Turns off. They're annoying.
your little FPGAs are so loud.
No, I'm gonna turn them off. They're very annoying right now.
Oh yeah, they're like muffling the hell out of you right now.
I just wanted to make sure that they were like working and everything. So,
It's like horrible.
oh, for real, Panda. He says no with phones nowadays. Definitely not crossing path these days. Yeah, definitely not. Not like back in the day.
Yeah.
Like guaranteed. Back in the day. Nowadays, that's hardly. It's so hard to like for that to happen. Oh,
Tech man,
Half-Life, yeah.
you gotta talk about I cooked hamburgers. Man, I'm hungry.
Gary's mod, man.
Oh God, my brother! I don't get Gary's mod.
I sunk so.
I don't get that platform at all. My little brother gets into Gary's mod, and I'm like, it's stupid. It's like you're sitting here trying to make physics and playing with the physics behind it.
Gary's mod.
Oh. You're like you're getting you're super fans.
It's like crackling.
Oh yeah. It's definitely not happy with you right now.
It's not. 10K hours here. Rough, Alex. Man, that's a lot of time dedicated to Gary's mod. He says at least that's what Steam says. Right? That's what Steam says.
My brother's probably got around 50,000 hours on it. Like just nasty. Like he like loses himself in the video games. He's like what gives the younger generation, because he's like 13 years younger than me. So he gives the younger crowd way bad name. He's what people go, this is what we're talking about, lazy, and they're pointing at my brother.
So Techman says, you think the 3090 will bring ray tracing mainstream and others struggle to be smooth?
No, it's up to the gaming developers.
I imagine it would be like legit on those.
I'd
imagine, but yeah, like Nim saying, like ray tracing is up to developers and stuff like that. So
it's the way that they've got to implement the shaders. It's janky. You got to think about PhysX too. PhysX, whenever PhysX was first launched, there was only a couple of games out there that utilized it, and what PhysX really introduced was, if you map out a video game and you've got two different levels, I could jump from one level to the next instead of having to walk all the way around to get down to it. In the early days, that was like cutting edge, and it was not implemented for a good 5-6 years. And then finally, PhysX got implemented everywhere. And I was sitting there going, I've got a PhysX graphics card, and mine's the first one that was ever made with PhysX. Yeah, it wasn't that good. I was able to, it worked. It worked on everything, so I mean, I was happy that I was like, all right, I'm not having all the same issues my buddies are having with, they're like, oh, my graphics card crashes when I jump down, and it's like, because your card's not made for it yet. Just like how ray tracing was. It was like, oh, ray tracing's for these ones because we got ray tracing modules in here, and it's special. It's like this special magic voodoo stuff that we do over here, and it's only for these. Oh, wait a minute. Now everybody's in the party. It's party time. Everybody come on in. Oh, AMD, come on in here. You can ray trace too now.
yay, ray trace party.
Right.
Alright guys, well without further ado,
right,
probably roll out of here.
Right, so we can right, it's like feed me, Seymour, feed me. Name that movie. And with that one, guys, we'll definitely see you on the next one. Peace.